Good morning and welcome to the first day of spring morning report, your scoreboard. Good morning, everyone. It was a busy weekend all over NCAA playdowns and start of the Frozen Four preparations, NHL, all kinds of action there, and the closer to home CCHL. There is no joy in Mudville today. Okay, let's get right at it. Transactions in the NHL. One of interest to us, Ottawa Senators assigning goaltender Kevin Mandelis back to Belleville, and they bring up Dylan Ferguson from Belleville. Goaltending issues injury-wise with the Senators. Speaking of the senior Senators, the Ottawa variety, let's take a look at NHL's scores. Look at this. Sorry, John McCauley, but Colorado 5, Detroit 1, Boston 5, Minnesota 2, Montreal losing to Tampa Bay 5-3. These are Saturday night scores, by the way. And in that game on Saturday night, Toronto gave up 2 late third period goals to Ottawa, went into overtime. Timmy Stützle had a breakaway, failed to score. Went, I think, 9 rounds in the shootout, and before Toronto persevered and came through with a 5-4 win. Yesterday, look at this. Those Bruins down the Sabres 5-0. Sorry, Harper Cody. And New Jersey, though, did the Leafs a favor. Look at that. 5-2 win over Tampa Bay. I think the Leafs have a 3-point lead over Tampa now with 1 or 2 games in hand. I think maybe only 1 game in hand. NHL top 15, Connor McDavid at the top. Who else? Nothing seems to change there whatsoever. That was the leaders. It really wasn't what I had wanted to show there. Let's get on to the queue. Look at this. Moncton 5 at Halifax 8. Halifax still coasting along, 32-point lead in their division. And I think our man Evan Boucher picked up a couple of goals in that big Halifax win yesterday. In the OHL, Peterborough got back to winning, 5-2 winners over Niagara. That's Gavin White's team. We don't see them on the schedule for the rest of the week. NCAA, Cody Mons, they lost to BU on Friday 2-1, and I think that put the end to Providence's season. Oh, and of course I didn't program it, but I have a nice graphic that here on my computer that you can't see with the Frozen Four. I think Penn State are playing maybe Michigan Tech on Friday. That's their first game in the Frozen Four playdowns. Okay, closer to home. Look at these scores from yesterday. Hawkesbury, 9-2 over Nepean. Navan, 3-2 over Carleton Place. I think they had Ryan Woodward behind the bench for the Garage yesterday. I had a chance to talk to Marty Abrams. He was in Brockville because I said, how can you take this last game off? He said, I think we're playing one of these 2 teams. Of course, that was Brockville and Renfrew, and he said, I wanted to see them in action. So Marty was here yesterday. Ryan led the Grads to a 3-2 win over Carleton Place. Rockland and Pembroke. Pembroke finished the year on a positive note, 3-2 winners over Rockland. No impact whatsoever there on the standings as both Pembroke and Rockland had been eliminated. But here at the Memorial Center on Sunday afternoon, Braves almost 50 shots on goal, and they lose the game 5-2. And talk about snakes and ladders. Let's take a look at this. As a result, yesterday, going into Sunday's final day action, Braves were sitting in 4th place. Look at those points now. Braves, 66. Carleton Place, 66. Renfrew, 67. Hawkesbury, 67. No big change except the two teams that had 65 both ended up with 67. So talk about snakes and ladders, or chutes and ladders, or whatever you knew that board game as when you were growing up. So the Braves tumbled from 4th, and I think the tie-breaking situation has us ending up in 7th. So I haven't seen the schedule yet, but I presume that means that we're going to be playing against Navan. So no word. I think Ottawa Junior Senators announced that they would open at home. They're playing at the Fred Baird Arena on Bank Street South against the Cornwall Colts on a Wednesday. So that's it for today. Stay tuned. Lots of excitement left in the last couple of weeks of the NHL and the start of the CCHL playoffs, and of course the tournament for the Frozen Four in NCAA hockey, all in action this week. See you tomorrow morning, and thank you very much for watching today.